What's up guys, welcome to my channel. This is the channel that reviews all the coolest gadgets. In this video, I'm gonna do a review of the DZ09 smartwatch, and which is a really good buy for the price. You want to know how it is? So let's get started. So let's get right into it. The best thing about this smartwatch is the price, and it works independent with your phone. So you don't need a phone, or you don't require a phone for anything. You just require a SIM. That's it. So let's boot it up. When you boot it for the first time, gives a sound like this, and you have a speaker over here. So it's boot like this up. So to the physical overview, we have a leather band here and a metal thing and a metal rim. I got this in gold color. Here is a front-facing camera, microphone. Um, Here is the speaker. Here is the charging port. Here is the charging port itself, and this is a home button. It helps in all the function of the smartphone. If you click it once, you get the watch faces. If you We get a 3 watch faces, so we don't get more than 3 watches faces. So removing it has a removable battery, which is a 380 milliamp hour battery, and if we remove it, we get the the very good thing that other smartwatches doesn't include is the SIM support and the micro SD card support. So if we remove the battery, you have a SIM and the micro SD card. The good thing is it supports 32 gigabytes of Wi-Fi micro SD card, and I'll put the battery here. See, this is a 380 milliamp hour battery. So if talking about the battery life, you get a pretty good battery life here. I'll talk about in the later part of the video. In this video, my main goal is to explain all the features and all the things that it makes independent of the smartwatch. Of course, you can connect with Bluetooth for the Bluetooth call and all that. But did you notice that if you reboot it, if you take the did you notice that if you take it out, if the battery is removed and kept again and and rebooted, it force reboots it, and the time changes. The time chain goes to 0000. You have to set it again manually, and I'm gonna explain all the features, and I'll go with the review. So first let's open it. You get the watch faces, 3 watch faces. If you long press it, you go to the main screen. On the menu screen, you get a phone, contacts, a menu button, setting button, and a time itself. And if you click the phone button, you get the keypad, and you can call if you have a SIM, or you can also make a Bluetooth call if you connected with the smartphone. Here are the contacts, and if you go to menu, this is the first icon, which is a dialer, phone book, messaging. You can also message. Here is the remote notifier. I don't know what thing does, but it just gives a BT notifier app on your remote devices. It doesn't work. Remote capture, which is again it doesn't work. A file manager. If you have memory card, uh, you can check all the things that you have in your memory card, and this is the image viewer. Just like that, with the camera, you can take pictures. If you move like this, settings, uh, if you move like that, you get settings. Here we have settings. Here we get 5 options: phone settings, security settings, network settings, call settings, restore settings. If you click the home time if the If you click the phone settings, time it will get a time and date and not set format, update with time zone. It's all you can when you buy it, you can do the stuff. You can also set the language. This is preferred input method. If you want to type it, uh, you can put it on small abc, alphabets or large alphabets. Here is the display setting. Here we'll get nothing. System static wallpaper. We get only one image, which is this. Um if you have wallpapers on your SD card, you get. If you go to motion sensor, we get motion sensor, flip to mute incoming calls, and flip to mute alarm. So and we get flight mode. We can choose between normal mode and flight mode. If you choose the normal mode, nothing will happen. If you get alarms from something, it will be loud. If you keep the flight mode, you'll not be able to listen the audio. And misc settings, if you go to misc settings, LCD backlight, here is the brightness. I don't know why they didn't include in the I don't know why they didn't include in the display settings. Here is the brightness, here is the time seconds, the how much times it should how much seconds it should be when you are not using. Okay, then when going to okay again, here are the settings itself. And we have a security settings that is not needed. Network settings, network, you can do all the things. And call settings, you can do all these things. And restore settings, that that we all know. This is a calendar itself. And you can see the dates and the date. You can see the dates and what will happen, which day has which date. And you can see that for every year. Here the touch response is not that good actually. You can switch between months. And and here is the camera. Here's the interesting part. You can spy record any photo. You can take any photo, but you cannot take a selfie. You can take what is in front of you. Like I will show what is in front of me. This is the blue chart. Or I'll keep my hand here. I will take a photo. So if you see, this is the image I took of my hand. I kept my hand here. I kept my hand here, but the it has a weird it has a like a spy camera angle. You have the zoom feature. You cannot record the video. Of course, the quality of the photo will be a potato. But but if you want to know, it is good. But if you want to know, if you want to take a photo of anything which is in front of you, can take it. Alarm. You can set the alarm here. Uh, First, you have to put it on. And you have to keep it in 24-hour format, just like that. And all and repeat every day. Custom means you can set the dates. And alarm tone. You can save it like this when you go to like okay. So when you go to the next page, we have the calculator itself. You will get like this. And you can do basic calculations. Here is the sound recorder. Here if you have an SD card, this will work. Going to the next part, this is the Bluetooth toggle. You can on off it, visibility or search any device, or you can change the name of the thing. Audio player, if you have a memory card, if you have any songs in the memory card. Or profiles, after that we have profiles, where you can set outdoor meeting, outdoor, silent or general. If you keep in outdoor, the audio will be no, louder than in normal general mode. You have pedometer. You have to start it and pause it. Other If you don't start it, it will not work. It can record your steps and sleep quality. This works like a stopwatch, and they gave us sleep. I don't know it works or not. And here comes the interesting part, sedentary reminder. If you on it, so reminder term in minutes. If you keep like 30 minutes, it will remind you every 30 minutes. You can set vibration only, vibration and ring, or ring only. So you can set it. And a quick response. If you scan with your phone, so if you scan with your phone this QR code, you'll go to direct the the web page that the company has created. And if you go to browser, I don't recommend you using a browser in the smartwatch. This small, so we are not going to all of them are not working properly, so don't leave this. But if you want to search anything, it is slow, it will be slow. It will work if you keep the SIM only and it has the memory card. You get the Google, and if you click it, you'll get the crappy keyboard. Small keyboard, you have to old school keyboard. If you want to type C, you have to click 3 times. Okay, I'll not search anything. So let's get on to the another thing. For Facebook, this is not cool at all. And anti-lost. Anti-lost is if you are connected with a Bluetooth device, you can if your device is not if you can't see your device, you can press it. It will ring the phone, and here we have the Twitter and WhatsApp. That directly goes to the web page. It doesn't work. So you are not paying for the WhatsApp and Facebook, but you are paying for what you what for but you are paying the money for just the features and the phone and all that. So let's get to my opinions, the things that I have faced in with this smartwatch. Here are some of the pros and cons. So I'm gonna be doing it. Let so so now we get to the review part where I'm gonna review all the pros and cons of this smartwatch. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. My opinion. So I wear this watch as my daily watch for a couple of days, and I'm going to explain my opinions, my pros and cons. The first thing going with the smartwatch is its build quality. The build quality is pretty good, and it is pretty nice. The band is pretty good, and you have all the things. You have all the things that a typical watch should have, and the build quality here is pretty good. It is the front thing is made up of metal, and the back thing is plastic because you're gonna remove it, and if you and it is pretty comfortable in my hand on my hand, but and if you and the main thing about this is you can make a calls or do a SMS or things like that on your smartwatch itself without using any smartphone. So if we get to the call, so first I'll explain about the call quality that I made some calls. It helps in pretty good situations because I'll explain my situation. If I go to the school, I don't want if any problem is there for me, or I don't have the transport, so I can call it. I can call to my parents and let them know that where I am and all that. If I go out with the friends, they'll be concerned, and if I forgot my phone in the house, you can always call with this and say what is your position. And the sound quality via the speaker is here. The sound quality via speaker is pretty good. It's not like on the smartphone, but nothing accessories will be like a smartphone. No accessories will be like a smartphone, and and the sound quality is pretty good. The microphone input is really good. The other parties didn't says that I said it was a smartwatch because they're gonna notice it. They're gonna notice the sound quality difference in sound quality. So I said it. So other parties said that the audio pickup is really good, and when you open it, you get three watch faces. One is this one is black, and one is gold color. It suits the this one, this watch, and you get something like arrow, rectangle, and circle. You get something. I don't like this personally. I don't like this. And if you long press it, you get to the home screen. So you can set the time always. You can use as a pretty much you can pretty much use as a regular smartwatch for using for seeing time, set like keeping setting alarms and all that. You can do pretty I would say in one word, this is a smartwatch. It is a watch with extra functionality like calling and SMS. So you can also do SMS. So you can also message somebody. It will rely on your SIM only. If the SIM is not there, nothing. You cannot. You will not able to send a messages. And if you have a small messages, especially if you have only small messages, type with it. Otherwise, don't type with it. It will be a crappy experience. This because it has a really small screen. It has really small screen. For a phone, it is really small screen, but a watch, it's pretty good. And here we have call logs, and you get also camera if you want to see somebody, like if you want to spy. Just it is a pretty cool feature. You can take the pictures of your friend or the something like that. Let me take a picture of the camera first. So I took the picture from the camera itself, and you have the zoom feature also. You can see the dates in the calculator and keep alarms and calculator and all that. So what's my experience is you can use it as a pretty much as a normal watch, but if you want like a calling or something, calling or texting something you want it every day, you don't have to carry any bulk, so you can keep it in your you can put it in your wrist and forget about it. The weight is pretty nice. And getting to the important stuff like the battery. The battery is battery is pretty good. It lasts only one day. You should charge every night. Don't charge this every night. Charge in the morning. It takes about 45 minutes or 30 minutes or 45 minutes to get a full charge. But the battery is pretty average, I would say, average. But especially good for a smartwatch for this price. And talking about the experience I'm facing with this. You can notice a problem with it, because you will be annoyed with the problem. That is, if you want to suppose if you are wearing on this hand and you're eating with other hand, so how can you able to see the time? That annoys me. So I'll do like this. I'll do like this or something. It unlocks. And but for the price, which is 1,000 rupees, what can you get for 1,000 rupees in tech world? So this is an excellent buy for 1,000 rupees who are a tech geeky and who wants phone on the go. If you don't want to carry the phone and you want to make a calls on the go, you should buy it. It is a necessary product, if you want to say that. But it also has a Bluetooth support. You can make Bluetooth calls and all that, and you can even share the audio. If you are to suppose if you are playing a YouTube video, you can see the output, audio output here, video output there, and audio output here. So now let's go to the end user experience. So this is an excellent buy for me. What's the difference between a 20,000 smartwatch and this smartwatch? Is nothing but they have a pretty good they have pretty good snappy performance. This doesn't have you will be able to see quite a bit of frame drops when you are going through the UI, and you get also and they have a specialized app like Android Wear. Like if it is a Moto 360, you can have a different apps. It is Apple Watch, it is directly included on the iPhones, but this doesn't have any specific app. You can see the BT notification, but I will not use it. I suggest you to try it, but you'll be in the same situation as me. Like you'll not interested in using that pretty crappy app. But the point of this is you can run independently. You can make calls independently. So this retails about 1,000 rupees in Amazon, Flipkart. This the product of the name of the product is DZ09 smartwatch. You can see a couple of names of this, but it looks just like this. You can see for 1,200, 1,300, 5,000, 6,000, or even 1,000 or 700 or something. I bought it for 1,000. I'll put the links in the description box below. So if you want to buy it, use the links. It helps you, not me, you. It helps you because you're gonna get a pretty good smartwatch. Unlike a duplicate smartwatch, you'll get an original smartwatch. And share, do comment below about your thoughts on this smartwatch. And if you like this video, subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much for watching. Peace.